All right, we got a big podcast today.
We do. Welcome to the FI Guys. In today's episode, we're unraveling the magic of the Southwest Airlines Companion Pass and exploring why choosing Southwest for your flights is a game changer for those looking to travel and save money while doing so.
I love it. Get ready to learn how to earn and leverage this incredible perk for travel experiences like no other. And be sure to stick around to the end because we'll be telling you how not only to get it for the first year, but how to get it for 2 years and beyond, really.
Yep. I'll also be teaching people how to choose your seat on Southwest too.
Ooh, I like that. Seat selection is key.
It is important. I always like to get inside the emergency rows because you get a little bit of extra room. You know, you basically say, if something goes wrong, stewardess, I will save people's lives. And in compensation for that, I want extra leg room.
Interesting. I took it a different way. I'm like, I get to get off the plane first. I'm like, wait, no, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Push everyone out of the way. Me.
Yeah, no. We're good people.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, interesting. I'm not a big emergency exit row guy.
Where do you sit then?
I don't mind sitting towards the back.
Ew.
Not that far back. Like a couple rows behind the emergency exit row where it's like,
Okay.
Chris can do all the work opening the door, and then I'll be like, I'll be up first to get out.
You'll be that pushing the kids.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, kids are good.
Yeah. Women and children first. Me.
I am woman and child. This is perfect. No.
Well, let's get right into it.
Yeah, let's get right into it. We've been talking about
We got a big pod.
Yeah.
So first segment is why choose Southwest Airlines.
Yeah, why not Delta? I like Delta.
You like Delta? That's fine.
Delta doesn't have a companion pass though.
Delta doesn't have a companion pass. You know, I remember back when I started like kind of making money, and I was hanging out with some wealthier people. We were all sitting inside of we're at the guy's house, and we're sitting in his pool, and everyone's talking about how they like to fly American or how they like to fly Delta or whatever other ones. And I was thinking to myself like, I fly Southwest, but I was like worried to say that because everyone was just like pooping on Southwest, saying like how it's so ghetto, how you have to show up at the gate early because you don't get to. You don't have unassigned seats.
Oh, I see.
You know, I was just like, it's not what people wanted. And I remember thinking to myself, like, I don't know if I want to like tell these people that I fly Southwest. But I thought about it more, and it's more like, well, first off, why am I comparing myself to these people?
Bingo.
Why am I playing their game? If they don't like Southwest, that's totally cool to them.
That's their problem.
Yeah, that's their problem. I like Southwest because I get to basically fly with my wife. My wife flies for free every time I fly. You know, that's more than enough perk for me. I don't care what the experience is like.
Bingo.
But honestly, I love Southwest for quite a few different reasons. The biggest reason that I like Southwest is flexible booking.
I was gonna say peanuts and pretzels.
Peanuts and pretzels are also good. I like
Food is a big selling point for me.
Yes, it's free.
Yeah, I love that.
But the booking process is very unique to Southwest. You know, Southwest, they have a client first mentality of like they put the passenger first over themselves, and you can really see that through a lot of the things that they have promoted. Number one being the flexible booking. So they actually have zero change fees for being able to change your flight. So you actually have the ability to either change or cancel your flight up to 10 minutes before the flight.
Dude, I love that.
Yeah.
When I was flying to San Antonio, I like locked in my flight with American Airlines, and it was like I got COVID the week before.
Oh God.
And it was like to change it, it's basically like you have to eat the cost.
Yep.
You gotta eat the cost. I'm like, thankfully, the day before, like the day of the flight, I tested negative.
Oh, good.
And I did 2 tests.
Okay.
So I was good. I was in the clear, still wore a mask and everything, but yeah, I wasn't like sick.
Yeah, I know you're.
Yeah, you know how it is.
But I mean, just think about it, 10 minutes before. So you have a flight that leaves at 2 p.m. And for some reason you're really late, and I don't know what the heck you're doing.
My Uber stopped for Grubhub. He stopped for food.
So you're flying at 2. You can cancel your flight at 1:49 and get all of your money back.
Yeah. Or just rebook it to a later flight.
Or rebook it to a later flight. Like how crazy is that?
So good. That's so good. It's almost like a private plane experience where it's like you can whenever we want to leave, we can leave.
Yep. You can just switch it around. To your earlier point about switching flights. Here's a little hack if you don't want to fly Southwest. If with how many flights are flying right now and they're all delayed, if someone delays your flight, you actually have the ability to cancel that flight, saying that you were not going to make your next flight, and they have to reimburse you the full cost. So you're going to have to cancel a flight. The best thing to do is wait till the last minute and hope that they have a delay. Because if they have a delay, then you have the ability to recoup the full cost, even if you're not flying Southwest.
Interesting.
Yep.
I remember one time my mom and I were coming back from New York City. And us being from Arizona, we understand how traffic works here.
Yep.
But over there, it's a different. It's a little bit different, a lot more congested. So we kind of timed things a little bit off by about 2 hours.
Oh boy.
Yeah, she was a hefty. New York's a big place. And by the time we got to the airport, our plane had well, they left without us. It's kind of rude. They just left without us.
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am? I'm Mr. 34B. Where's my peanuts? And it was so hot. We got out of it, thankfully. We got all our money back. And this is like a 1 in a million chance.
Yeah.
The reason we got all our money back was because in Arizona, on the other side of the country, the runway was so hot that when planes were landing, they were worried that when they land, the tires would explode because it's like 120 outside, but on asphalt, it's like 130.
No, it's hotter than that.
It's maybe even 150. It's very toasty.
Yeah.
So it's like, due to natural disasters and whatnot, we got our money back. But once in a lifetime. I wouldn't have to worry about that, though.
If you had Southwest, you would have just been able to rebook.
Exactly.
The next reason that I really like Southwest is because of the baggage policy. So whenever I fly, sometimes with business, as an advisor, they'll send me out to like different places, and for some reason they never choose Southwest. They always choose like Delta or American or whatever, and they cover all of my fees, which is good whenever people send me places. But what I don't like is if I was to check a bag, then I have to like send another per diem.
Oh, I see.
So like, hey, reimburse me for this.
Yeah.
But with Southwest, you actually get 2 checked bags in the price of your ticket. So you can do a carry-on, a personal item, and 2 checked bags, no additional cost.
That's crazy.
There are times like when my wife and I, we go to Hawaii often, we go to Mexico, sometimes we'll just bring an extra empty suitcase.
Because you might come back with...
Yeah, when I go to Hawaii, I always come back with macadamia nut chocolates to give to the whole family. So I'll just take an empty suitcase, go there and load that bad boy up. I have to imagine the TSA guys that opens it, they're like, that's a lot of Costco chocolate. They like close it back up.
Have you ever had your bag searched?
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, they usually put a thing inside there saying that they did it.
Yeah, but do that to mine. I'm like,
no issues.
Where's my food? Where's my snacks?
Yeah, no issues. I used to have those old TSA locks that didn't have the actual like you know how TSA have the key?
Got the key.
Yeah, I didn't. I used to not have those, so I would just like actually lock it, and then every so often I come back and my lock would be cut, and like, damn it.
I've seen ones with the key, like the key fob where you put the key in for the TSA, and I've just seen them just like break through it.
Oh really?
Yeah, just like snap. Yeah, they're big shout out to TSA.
Yeah, one times I sent my mountain bike through TSA, and they it was. If you ever send a mountain bike inside of like a bike carrying case, it's very like everything is compact. So if you open that thing, it's
tough to get it back.
Yeah, and you could tell that they had opened it and they're like, oh no.
I could just imagine.
I imagine like 10 guys were back there, like everyone's like, just lay on it.
Oh man. Just your face was like, ah.
Yeah, because once you open that box, like everything's coming out. Just because of the amount of foam in there to keep the bike protected.
I think it'd be really funny. Do you remember this as a kid? Having a Pringles can, and you stuff it, and there's like a slinky snake in there.
Yeah.
Open it. Imagine having that
in your
bag.
suitcase. Just like, oh! Or like a glitter bomb.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe not a glitter bomb.
Maybe not the word. That word.
Maybe not the bomb.
But glitter experience. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Anyway, the 2 check bags, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I know it's like on other airlines, it's
usually like $50 for the first one and then like $80 for the second one.
Dude, I got screwed one time. So this is before I knew Chris. Little side note. I flew, you're going to hate me for this one. I flew Frontier.
Oh, good luck.
I know. From coming back, this is where I got screwed. Coming back from Disney World, so you know I'm getting merch. The bag was overweight, and we had to have another bag. So it was like so much money.
Doesn't Frontier charge you just to even do a carry-on?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's so gross. It's so gross.
Yeah.
It's rough because like so for like normal bags, like for Southwest, I'm sure it's like 50 pounds, right?
Yeah, 50 pounds.
Frontier is 40.
Ew.
40, right? The bag was over. The bag overage price was $100 extra.
Wow. Southwest, I think, is 60.
Yeah, man, it's just. Let's just fly
Southwest. And most of the time, like when I'm over by like a pound or two, the person's like, "It's okay, honey."
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, they weren't having it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Another reason that I really like Southwest is the points that you actually earn through Southwest in their ecosystem. They actually don't change depending on the destination. So most people like American Airlines and a few other ones, depending on where you're going, the point value is going to be different because you're going to maybe flying to Hawaii where everyone wants to fly to Hawaii. So you have to pay more points to get on those flights. With Southwest, each point is roughly worth 1.3 to 1.5 cent per point. I usually value them at 1.5 cents per point, meaning if you have 100,000 or 10,000 points, you roughly have $150 to as low as $135.
Okay, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, and that remains consistent. It's not like there's peak off times and off times.
Yeah.
It's just that is what it is. So you know that that value is going to pretty much hold. And the main reason that I like Southwest,
Talk to me.
Southwest Companion Pass.
That's really the main reason.
Yeah, I mean it stands out above all other airlines in the industry in that they really reward their passengers for sticking with them by not only allowing you to stay within their ecosystem, earn their points, but if you earn enough points through them, they let you name a guest that flies with you for free. The only thing you have to pay for is taxes,
Yeah.
which for domestic flights is $6 or $5.60.
Taxes.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
I'm able to fly from like here to Miami, which would normally be like a $500 flight, $400 flight. I'm able to pay $400 for the flight, and then my wife, it gets included on there for $5.60.
It's funny also because like your wife is like such a petite little lady. It's like she doesn't take up any room. It's fine.
You can put her in the overhead
You put her in
compartment.
the overhead. She's fine. She doesn't even need a bag of peanuts. It's fine. We'll bring her own snacks. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's so.
And the nicest thing is that it's all so simple. All you have to do is go to southwest.com and sign up for a Rapid Rewards account. And all that really takes is saying, this is my email and this is what I want my password to be. And then they immediately say, welcome. They send you their intro little email and you get your Rapid Rewards number. Once that Rapid Rewards number you begin to start earning points in the Southwest ecosystem. You can really start to gamify this system and get that Southwest Companion Pass.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
Yeah, the Southwest Companion Pass.
The free bags or the 2 free bags, nice. The free change is nice. Flexible booking, that's nice. The points are nice, but the companion pass is amazing.
That's the reason I fly Southwest.
Yeah.
That's why when people will say Southwest is terrible, I'll be like, well, that's you.
That's you, yeah.
That's you.
Everybody has their own preference.
Everyone has their own preference, but my preference is flying for 50% off.
Yeah, essentially that's what it is. Essentially 50% off. Getting into the second segment.
Yeah,
we got to talk about a whole load of stuff.
We talk about, well, first off, what is the Southwest Companion Pass? I kind of just touched upon it briefly and how valuable is it? It's 50% off every single flight that you take with your partner.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this can really benefit anyone. If you're anyone that likes to save money
Yes.
and you like to travel with somebody,
Yes.
then the Southwest Companion Pass is for you.
Yeah.
I really can't think of anyone that it doesn't serve unless you're by yourself all the time. But even if that's the case, find a buddy who's going to fly with you and then just split the cost with them.
Yeah, you could be like, hey, I'll take care of the flights if you want to take care of the hotel.
Yeah. There you go. That's a good deal.
That's a move right there. That's a flight hack.
That's a
flight hack right there. We talked about the flight hack bit before, and it was just like, should I say flight hack?
like house hacking?
Yeah,
but
it's like
hacking?
house hacking, but flight hacking. Yeah. Anyway.
Just so currently for 2024, just from a personal anecdote, my wife and I, next year for 2024, I'll show you my Southwest app. So in my Southwest app, let's see here. I'll get this pulled up. But my wife and I have been able to, in 2024, we've paid $430 in terms of money to fly to Portland. We were going to Mexico twice, Dallas, Miami. We're going to LA a few times. That's there and back. So overall, we're going over 14 flights.
Interesting. Portland?
Yeah, I have a friend who moved up to Portland recently from here.
Oh, you were telling me about that.
Yeah,
you were
the guy
telling
who wants
me.
to do real estate investing.
Good for him. Good for him.
So we're going to move up there. But so we spent $430. The amount of money we would have spent had we not done everything would have been over $4,000.
Yeah.
So just by doing what we do, we've been able to save $3,700.
And that's with the companion pass and also using your points.
Also using the points that we earned in order to get the companion pass.
Gotcha. Yes.
Yep.
So you still have to earn the companion pass. You sign up for a Southwest credit card through Chase, and there you still have to hit a few metrics before getting the companion pass.
Yep. And we'll get into that here in just a second.
Perfect.
But then another thing that's really nice about the Southwest Companion Pass is it not only doubles how much money you spend. It's not only like a double of that. It's also a double of your points value. Because you can also use your points in order to still fly. I'll fly for free, and my spouse or my partner, whoever I name as my additional person, gets to fly for free too.
That's so funny that you can use points earned from the card to fly yourself and to fly someone else for free.
Yep.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it feels like it almost feels criminal.
It feels very wonky. I love it. It's a game.
Yep.
It's a game.
It's a game, and you got to play the game.
Yeah.
So, how do we actually earn the Southwest Companion Pass?
Give me the news.
That's the big thing, right? No one really cares about what it is. They just
Yeah.
tell me how to do it.
Tell me how to get it.
So, breaking down the points of how to do it. As of January 1st, 2023, you need to earn 135,000 Southwest points in a calendar year. As of right now, we're right now in December, Southwest has not announced that they're going to be raising or lowering that amount. So for 2024, we can safely assume it's going to be 135,000 points to, again, earn the Southwest Companion Pass.
Doable.
It's doable.
It's doable.
But
simple as that.
The hard thing is, like, how do we actually earn that 135,000 points, right?
Yeah.
Because I just tell you, earn 135,000 points. You say, okay,
What is that? Yeah.
what does that mean?
Tell me, what is a point?
Yeah, what is a point? How do I do it? Go.
And you don't want to just spend 6 months trying to get it,
Oh, definitely not. No.
because then you only have 6 months left to use it.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of different ways you can actually earn Southwest points.
Okay.
Number one is you can fly through Southwest. If you fly through Southwest, they're going to give you, and you don't have a Southwest credit card, they give you 1 point per dollar spent.
Okay.
If you have the basic level or the lowest level credit card through Southwest and Chase,
It's kind of a tongue twister, yeah, that one.
it's 2 points
Okay.
per
Per dollar.
dollar spent. One of my credit cards gives me 4 times.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
So
really good.
Every $100 that I spend with Southwest,
400 points.
it's 400 points, which roughly equates to what, like 50 something dollars or 40 something dollars in value back to me.
Yeah.
So every time I spend with Southwest, I feel like I'm getting money back immediately. It's like a 40% return on investment.
Nice.
Crazy.
That's really nice.
Yeah, it's very, very nice.
Now, do you use that card year round?
My Southwest card? Yeah, I use it whenever I fly Southwest. I always use that card
You only pay, okay.
because I always get 4 times points.
Because that's what I was wondering. So, do you only get the 4 times points on money you spend on Southwest, or could I go up and be like, "Hey, you want to go grab pizza?" And-
No, it's only for Southwest for that card. Every
that
card's
card.
different.
Okay.
And I have different credit cards if I'm going to go and buy pizza.
You'll get a better advantage.
Yep, I'd recommend if you don't know where you're going about, go back to episode 2 of the Fi Guys and our whole thing, credit card hacking. I went over a bunch of stuff there. You can always reach out in the comments too. I'm more than happy to talk through people with that.
Definitely.
Another way you can earn points through Southwest, if you don't want to just fly with them, is you can also book hotel stays and car rentals with Rapid Rewards through their travel partners in the Rapid Rewards app. So once you sign up, you'll be able to see that. You can also shop online. Oh, you have anything to say?
I was gonna, yeah, actually, thank you. The synergy is good. You just knew. Do you recommend booking hotels that way? That's what I was gonna ask.
Nope.
How do you book your hotels?
Or
is that another pod?
that's another podcast.
I love it.
That's a whole podcast.
But you're not using this card for.
No, I only use this card to get the companion pass and to pay for Southwest stuff when I fly through Southwest.
Simple as that. I like that. Simple rules. Simple.
My
simple
cards
goals.
are all like, I know exactly, like, this card is used for this card is used for this card is used for this. Simple. Another thing you can do is you can also, Southwest through their online thing has a Rapid Rewards shopping portal that you can earn points through buying through that. Again, I don't recommend that. These are just ways to earn points.
Yeah.
Or you can also do it through Rapid Rewards Dining. And they have partners that you can earn points through. But again, it's 1 cent per point. But by far, the best way to earn Southwest Companion Pass is with intro offers or sign-up bonuses for opening up credit cards.
Okay.
And do you remember when we talked about that in the credit card?
I do
hacking?
remember that. I do remember that.
So basically, you sign up for a credit card, and the credit card says, "Hey, if you spend blank amount of money, typically between $3,000 and $5,000 in the first 3 to 6 months, we will deposit you a bunch of points."
Okay. Okay.
So
Simple enough.
simple enough.
Yeah.
As of right now, December 2023, there are 3 Chase co-branded Southwest credit cards that are personal, and then 2 business credit cards
Okay.
that you can use.
So in this scenario, you'd want to get the personal and the business.
You're going to have to get the personal and the business in this scenario.
Okay.
Because right now, for the 3 personal cards, you earn 75,000 points if you spend $3,000 in the first 3 months.
Okay.
So 75,000 points is going to get you a pretty far way towards that 135 that you need.
Yeah.
But not all the way, right?
Yeah.
So what you're going to have to do is you're also going to have to get one of the business credit cards as well. And
Okay.
that business credit card is what's going to
Push you over to
to the
135.
135.
Perfect. And we were talking about this before. Like, what if a lot of people watching, they might not have a business, they might not have a LLC or S corp or any of that sole proprietor stuff. Chase is not the IRS.
No, Chase is not the IRS. Have you ever sold something on Facebook? Have you ever watched a dog? Have you ever picked up someone else's poop, mowed lawns? You are a business owner, my friend, according to Chase.
According to Chase.
According to Chase, you can go ahead and do that. And therefore, you can go ahead and sign up for one of the Chase Rapid Reward credit cards. Can we pause?
Yeah, sorry about that. We had some invaders, some doggo invaders, our dogs, your dogs,
My dogs.
yeah,
My
the
dogs.
Fi Guy dogs.
They were losing their mind. I got an Amazon package. So
Listen, they heard us about the business cards.
Oh, yeah.
the personal cards.
they want to talk about the Southwest Companion Pass. They were telling us how great it is.
Exactly. I mean, that's us spreading the word. They heard it. Perfect. I expect that exact reaction in the chat, in the comment section down below.
Those darn dogs. Okay.
I love it.
But we were just talking about that. Getting the Southwest personal card is going to get you about half of the way that which you need to get the companion pass.
Yes.
But you really need to get that business card in order to complete the journey and get all the way to where you need to be. And Chase isn't the IRS, so anyone can apply. When you do apply, if you don't truly have a business, is you just run under a sole proprietorship. You'll be able to see this when you go to log on. Sole proprietorship, and just use your own social security number. So typically it'll say, what's your business EIN? There's a drop down that says, use my personal social security number. Use that.
Okay.
If you're a dog sitter, there is a thing that says like home care. And then I think babysitter is a thing like that. Just choose that as an option.
I mean, our dogs are babies.
No, my dog's my baby.
They are literally the babies, and sometimes they act up. Sometimes they act up.
So
We love them though.
Yeah, we do.
I love them. Okay, back to what we were talking about.
So for the personal cards, we have to spend $3,000 in the first 3 months.
Okay.
For the business credit cards, as of right now, for the Southwest Premier, you have to spend $3,000 in the first 3 months in order to earn 60,000 points. For the Performance, you earn 80,000 points if you spend $5,000 in the first 3 months.
And the performance one, the higher end one, that's the one where you get the 4x points.
That's when I get it.
Correct.
You get
Okay.
4x points. You get a bunch of bonuses on different credit cards. If you want to go into each credit card, this podcast will get way longer.
It would get
and
real
I don't really want to do that.
Gotcha.
The big thing is making sure that we earn the companion pass. So whatever credit card you want to use from the personal card, go with the cheapest one. I think one of them is like $69 for its annual fee.
Annual fee, that's perfect.
So you can get that. That gets you 75,000 points. Then you can go with the cheapest Premier business credit card, which I think has a $99 annual fee. That gets you 75 plus 60, gets you 135,000 points. You just triggered Companion Pass.
Really?
And now you have Companion Pass. You just earned it with 2 credit cards, spending $6,000 in 3 months.
And we're not saying like go out and blow 6,000. Like
No.
if you have, it's all about planning, right? Don't spend any money that you don't have. But also, if say you're moving out, right, and you have to January 1st, you're moving out, right?
Is this speaking from personal experience?
This is speaking from personal experience. So you might have to get a couch, at least 1,000, right? TV, another couple hundred. Dining room table, chairs, silverware, ice cream maker. Some of us like to make ice cream.
Yeah, of course, obviously.
Yep, of course. It's obvious. It's super obvious. Stuff like that you're going to spend money anyways. Might as well get a little something in return for it.
Yeah.
But we're not saying, like I said, we're not saying like, just go blow $6,000.
No.
Don't spend it if you don't have it.
All things with credit cards, if you are spending money that you were not already going to spend, or you're putting yourself into debt to get points, it's not worth it.
It's never worth it.
The way that all these credit cards make money is that they know that majority of the users that get this don't know that, and they're going to spend money. They're going to end up in debt constantly. No amount of points is worth the interest rate of 25 to 30%.
And you prefer to pay off your credit cards like every cycle?
I pay them off every 15 days.
Gotcha.
So I pay them off usually twice a month. Yeah, I usually will never run anything on there. Yeah, so I have that performance card. But once you meet those 2 minimum spends, you get the 135,000 points. You have now triggered Southwest Companion Pass for the remainder of the year that you just earned that, and the next year.
Okay.
So there's a way to gamify this so that we can actually get it for 2 whole years, which we're going to talk about here in a little bit.
Perfect.
But another way, if you're saying like, this seems really complex, having to get 2 credit cards, earn all this, Well, for the past 2 years, and this is the way that I actually got into the Southwest game, and that's how I've had Southwest for now 3 years, or the Southwest Companion Pass for 3 years. In February or March, and I'm not sure if they're going to do this again in 2024, they will often offer as a signing bonus for opening up any of the personal cards that you get Companion Pass triggered for a year, given that you meet their minimum spend. So rather than earning 60 or 75,000 points for spending $3,000 in the first 3 months, you'll get Companion Pass for 10 months for spending $3,000. So at least you get to kind of try it before you buy.
Yeah, I like that. That's not a bad idea. Just going quick back, just take a little back step real quick. So on the personal cards, there's only 3 cards. Southwest Rapid Rewards, plus the Premier and the Priority.
Yep. And they all have distinct bonuses depending on what's going to be best for you. Some of them are going to give you additional spends. So every dollar that you spend, it'll be three points back rather than 2 points back.
Okay.
Some of them will give you like free drink vouchers. Some of them will cover, if you have like an overage on your bags, it'll cover that fee.
That's nice.
No, they give you additional rewards. Like
That's a nice little perk.
my performance card, I really like that one because it allows me to upgrade my seats to preferred boarding, A1 through 15. I can do that up to 4 or 6 times a year for free, and that's normally like a $40 value. So that all triggers automatically, and they also give you retention bonuses. So every time you keep it, I think the performance gives me 9,000 every year that it renews.
Perfect.
Yeah,
That's
so
perfect.
it pays for itself with me.
And then the 2 business cards we discussed, the Southwest Rapid Rewards. There's the Premier one
And the performance.
and the Performance. You have the Performance.
Yep.
It just suits you a little bit better. Obviously, read the details, see which one works best
Yeah,
for
the
you.
performance is $200 a year, and I'm pretty sure the Premier is $100 a year. But again, it's all what works for you. Don't think that more expensive means more value. It's all dependent on what you're going to derive value from.
100%.
I use my Southwest rewards in a way that makes it worth me keeping it. But I always have to look at every single credit card I have. Is this credit card giving me enough value for the fee that I am paying for it? If so, I'll keep it. If not, I'll get rid of it.
Simple as that. Simple as that. Did you want to scroll down and go
Yeah.
to avoiding the pitfalls?
Avoiding the pitfalls. There are a lot of pitfalls. So I know it's understandable to say like, all right, I want that Southwest Companion Pass. I want it as quick as possible. Don't take shortcuts. So let me tell you some of the things we want to avoid in order to make this as pleasant an experience as you possibly can when you fly Southwest, and make sure that you actually earn that Companion Pass and not be frustrated during this experience. So number 1, you cannot transfer points from another card to Southwest and trigger Companion Pass. What this historically used to mean is the Chase Sapphire Preserve and the Chase Sapphire Reserve and Preferred.
I hate that so much.
Me too, they're too close.
Someone needs to get fired.
Yeah, the Chase Sapphire Preferred and Reserve, you actually earn something called Southwest or Chase Ultimate Rewards points. Those Chase Ultimate Rewards are super valuable in the credit card hacking game, in that you can transfer them to a bunch of different partners. One of the transfer partners is Southwest. So say you own 100,000 points in Chase Ultimate Rewards, you cannot transfer those to Southwest and trigger Companion Pass.
Okay.
You can transfer 100,000 points and have 100,000 points in Southwest, but it's not going to earn you towards that 135,000 points you need to trigger Companion Pass.
Okay.
So they have to be earned through Southwest, through their ecosystem, through Rapid Rewards. You can't transfer in. Another thing to make sure that you keep an eye on is you cannot buy your way to Companion Pass. Meaning through Southwest, like I said, each point is worth 1.3 to 1.5 cent per point. So some people are actually able to get deals where they're able to buy $1 worth of a point or a penny worth of a point and get a 1.5% of a penny back. You can't buy your way to the Companion Pass, so you cannot. Every point you earn or buy will not go towards Southwest Companion Pass.
Because at the end of the day, it's a credit card. There's a credit limit. You can't spend unlimited money on it. But also it's like from a financial standpoint, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
like the points are earned on the front end.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want you just purchasing your way through it.
No.
Another big thing is you can only have one of the cards. So you can only have one business card,
Okay.
one personal card.
Okay.
You can only get those sign-up bonuses every 24 months. So if you already have one of the business cards or one of the personal cards, and you just got it maybe a year ago, there's no way you're going to be able to do this. At least in a year, you have to wait another year. You have to wait at least 24 months to be able to recycle, and then get one of the other cards in order to be able to reapply and get that bonus again.
Interesting.
And then the final thing you got to remember is Chase's 524 rule.
What's the 524 rule?
Remember the 524 rule? We talked about this again on episode 2. But
we did. Do you guys remember?
Yeah, do you remember?
I'm just kidding.
Go back and listen to it.
Go back. No,
But Chase 524 rule says that you can only open 5 cards in 2 years, 24 months. And then if you have over that amount, they're going to automatically deny you for credit cards.
So like you were saying, I can have an American Express, I can have a Bank of America credit card, all that fun stuff. But if I have 5 Bank of America credit cards, I want to get a Chase, they're going to decline me.
If you open those 5 credit cards in 2 years over the 24 months, yes, when you go to apply.
Oh, okay. So it's not a matter of just having, it's a matter of opening. Oh, well, that's good to know. But like you were saying before the pod, you were saying, get your Chase cards first. Yeah.
Get your Chase cards first because none of the other credit card companies have that 524 rule. Chase is the only one that has it. But Chase is also one of the best credit card companies because they're co-branded with so many different things, and their ultimate rewards points are amazing. You can use them for so many different things.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
Do you have any questions on that or anything like that?
You know what? I don't have any questions on that. I think that it all makes sense. I mean, if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments.
But it's really important just to make sure that we don't try to rush our way there.
No.
But we just do it the right way. And all it really is you sign up for a business credit card and a personal credit card through Southwest and Chase, and then you meet the minimum spends. And they're going to tell you, if you even download the Chase app, it even has a little calculator and it tells you how far you are along on the path to earning that. There are other ways to earn Southwest Companion Pass.
Yeah.
The other way to do it, if you're not going to go through points, is you could fly 100 times Southwest
I don't think it's worth it.
Oh no, it's
definitely not worth it.
So you can there's a bunch of different ways to do it, but this is the best way to do it, and this is the only way that you can actually do it for 2 years, which I'm about to talk to you guys about how to do that right now.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm trying to like figure out a scenario in which flying would be the best way. I'm like, if I had 8 brothers that all had the same name,
Could you imagine?
and we all flew at
100
different
flights.
times.
That's there's how many? 52 weeks in a year.
Yeah.
So you're flying basically twice a week.
Yeah, there and back.
That doesn't sound fun.
That doesn't sound fun.
No.
We like our routine.
Yeah, well, I like my routine.
Yeah. I'm trying to get better at my routine. Yeah, we talked about it, but anyway.
Let's move on to the final thing.
Yes.
Actually using your companion pass, so the utilization, and then how to maximize your rewards. Like I said, how to get the companion pass, not just for 1 year, but for 2 years, and then how to get it beyond that if you are married or you have a spouse or a significant other that you guys can actually play this game in 2-player mode.
I like that.
So first off, the booking process when you actually have the Southwest Companion Pass awarded to you. So once you get that award, you're going to get a great email from Southwest saying, congratulations, you have Southwest Companion Pass for this year, or for the remainder of this year and all of next year. Please name your beneficiary.
Perfect.
So you're going to go in there, you're going to put in the person's beneficiary. For me, it's my spouse, so I put their name inside there. And then after that, whenever I go to book a flight for myself, as soon as I do it, Southwest will show that like you paid for your thing. After you go back, you'll go to my flight scheduled, go to that flight, and it'll say add companion.
Oh, okay.
All you do is click on that add companion, and then it'll say, do you want to add this companion? Obviously, you only have one. You say yes. You pay the $5.60 fee. Now that person will get to their Southwest account saying you have a new flight booked with this person. It is the easiest thing in the world.
I have a question for you.
Go for it.
It's a little bit of a tricky question. I don't expect you to know the answer. Say I'm single, right? Which I guess I am. And I'm flying across the country. Let's see, I'm going home to see Grandma, okay? Grandma loves my dog.
Okay.
Could I use the dog as my companion for the companion pass?
No.
Damn. Has to have a name and a license?
Well, what I would do if that was me and I had to fly a dog, I would get that dog. I would reach out to a doctor and have my dog named as a emotional support animal, and then have that fly with you for free, and then fly a friend with you to Grandma's house.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, worth a shot.
Yeah, Leilani, she can fly with us for free. The other 2 dogs are not good enough to do it, but Leilani can.
No, the pit bull?
Oh, no, he's too spastic.
Really?
Yeah, and everyone's scared of him. He looks scary.
He looks like a land shark. I've said it so many times. Like if a shark grew up on land, this is what the dog looks like. But like the biggest smile.
My sister calls. Remember The Land Before Time? Remember Chomper?
Yes, I think so.
Chomper was a little T-Rex.
Yeah, let me look this up. Yeah.
Yeah. So look up Chomper, and then That's what my dog looks like.
Chomper.
Chomper from Land Before Time.
Land before that.
Yeah,
Chomper.
not that. And then another nice thing about the Southwest Companion Pass.
Oh my God.
You see
He
it?
does look like Chomper.
Yeah. Another thing about the Southwest Companion Pass that's really nice is that you can actually change the beneficiary 3 times per year.
Okay.
Yeah. Or actually 3 times in the time that you have it earned through.
Oh yeah, because it's not a 12 months from when you get it.
So say you're not married or something like that. You're not always going to fly with your partner, but you fly with your friend every so often. So
Yeah.
I could have my wife named, and then you and I might go on a business trip. I can name you, and then after we fly, I can name my wife again.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
One thing we also didn't mention that we should mention is once you get the companion pass, it's not for 12 months. It's not for the year, right? It's for the rest of the year, correct?
It's for the remainder of the year and the next year.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm going to talk about that in just a second.
Perfect.
Just remember that if you're going to change your beneficiary of who your companion is, that person needs to be named your companion at the time of the flight. So you just can't like go ahead and like pre-book a bunch of things and like buy that with that and then say, oh no, at that time I'm gonna be flying with this person. They need to be named it. So be very strategic when you're gonna switch that person.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, they don't want just like anybody rolling up on the plane.
Yeah. So ways to maximize this. If you're flying with a partner, you're basically getting 50% off because you're gonna pay for it either way. And by a partner, I mean like a significant other. If you don't have a significant other, maybe you wanna fly with a friend. And a good way to do that with a friend, like Dom said earlier, is you can flight hack, trademarked. You can flight hack and have that person either like pay for the rental car or for the hotel, and then you cover the cost of their ticket, which is basically free for you, with the exception of $5.60. Or another thing you can do is have them pay you back 50% of your ticket price.
Yeah.
And then you say, I'll just get you for free. So you basically get 50% off your ticket price and they're going to fly with you.
Or if you want to be a really sweaty friend, say my ticket was $250. I covered yours. If you want to just take that one out, we can both fly for free.
Yep.
Damn. It's like, is that how that works? I'm like, I don't feel like
I
we're
don't
both
know
flying
if that's
for
how
free on
that
that one.
And then this is the thing that like I love about Southwest.
Okay.
Here it is.
Talk to me.
For most reward programs, so say Southwest says I have to earn 135,000 points to trigger Companion Pass.
Okay.
Most other reward systems would say in order to get that Companion Pass, you at least have to turn in your 135,000 points. So you at least can't use those anymore. With Chase or with Southwest though, what they say is once you get 135,000 points, you still get to keep your 135,000 points, which is roughly worth $1,700 to $2,000 worth of value, and you get Companion Pass.
So what you're telling me is I can earn my points, get to the 135,000 points needed to qualify for the Companion Pass. Then I can go and use those points for flights?
Yep. And fly your companion for free.
And fly. So you're basically flying yourself and a person for free.
Yep.
That's crazy.
That's why I told you I've only spent $400 for like 14 trips next year. We've saved over $4,000.
Dude, that's nutty. That's the hack.
That's the hack.
That's the hack of hacks.
It gets better than that.
Talk to me.
Because normally what people do is they think I only get Southwest for a year. There's a way to gamify this to get Southwest indefinitely, and you can actually get the Southwest Companion Pass for 2 years.
Okay.
The way you do that is, remember what I said, whenever you get Companion Pass, you get it for the remainder of the year that you earn it in and the entirety of next year. So if we open up our credit cards in say late October, early November, and then we don't actually meet those spending bonuses until January of the next year. So right now it's December of 2023. If I was to open up both those cards, or you were actually opening up both those cards right now, do this as a personal. You're going to be moving in January. You can go and open up both cards. You have a business. We both own a business. You can do that. In January 1st, you can spend that $6,000, $3,000 for the personal, $3,000 for the business. You're going to trigger Southwest. You're going to trigger that 135,000 points in January of 2024. So you get Companion Pass for all of 2024, and you get it for the next year too, through the year you earned it and the next year.
Dang.
So the strategy of strategies is you have to be very cautious on this, because if you earn those points in December, say December 15th of this year, well, guess what? You get Companion Pass for 15 days in all of 2024. But you really could have taken this to the next level by getting it in January of 2024, get it all of 2024 and all of 2025.
Interesting.
We can take it a step further.
Okay.
If you have a partner, significant other, or someone that you like to fly with forever, you can play this game on 2-player mode, meaning that say we're partners, Dom.
Sure.
I'll do it for this year. So I'll get 2024 and 2025. You'll get 2026, 2027.
Yeah.
Then it's going to be 2 years. I can reapply. I get 2028, 2029. You get 30, 31.
Easy.
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 And that's how my wife have been doing it. So
That's awesome.
To be totally honest, my wife, or I got it with the Southwest Companion Pass. I actually did the intro offer. So I did it, spent my minimum, and they gave me Companion Pass. Since I had that business card though, I was spending so much when I was flying and racking up 4 points per spend.
It's a lot.
It goes really, really fast.
Yeah.
I was able to build up enough to trigger Companion Pass again. So now we're able to have it again already. Yeah, having that 4 times multiplier
It's crazy.
plus how much I fly.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Ridiculous.
It's just
What's the math on that? What would that? How much would you have to spend with the 4 times multiplier?
I don't know.
Because it's so it's
It'd just be
135.
135,000 divided by 4, right?
Yeah, but you already have the intro bonus.
Yeah, so I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't be. I mean,
It's
you're
only
not,
it's $33,000.
but you're not. But
I'm not doing that.
no, you would never spend that much
No,
money.
I
on a
probably
credit
spent like last year. I probably spent like $8,000.
card. Okay. And what would you spend that on, if you don't mind me asking? Like, it's not like
We went to Mexico a bunch. We did a bunch of flights. We did Hawaii. Yeah, we went to Hawaii.
okay,
Yeah, so I spent $8,000, which gave me 32,000 points.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So
pretty.
if you're gonna spend the money anyways, like we said, might as well get some points.
Yep. And now I'm going to give you one more secret tip for flying Southwest, since
Oh.
we're on a Southwest one.
Is this what the people have been waiting for?
This is people. Well, they wanted the 2 years, how to get it for 2 years, which we already talked about. But here's the other thing.
Okay.
Most people don't like Southwest because you don't get to choose your seat. I would argue though, whenever you fly on a different airline, you really don't get to choose your seat unless you pay for it, which is
Fair.
kind of
It's kind of the same
yeah,
concept.
it's kind of the same concept. You got to pay for it. So this is the same concept. You got to pay for it, but it actually costs less. So whenever I fly with my wife, what I do is I wait to check in. I do not pay for early bird check-in. I don't pay for any of that stuff. 24 hours before my check-in, I actually do it. I'll be there 24 hours to set an alarm. I check in. After you check in, it'll ask you, do you want to upgrade to preferred boarding, meaning groups A1 through 15? Either myself or my wife will select yes. It's usually somewhere between $30 and $50 to do that, to upgrade. But that means that you get to enter onto the plane first. So only one of us will do it. Usually I'll go on there, I'll take my wife's purse with me. I go and I take the seat I want, I put my wife's purse there, and then I wait for my wife to eventually get on the plane so we both get the seats that we want.
That's so sweaty. Oh my, I love that.
Yep.
Oh my god. I was like, where's he going with this?
That's how I do it.
That's so smart.
Yeah, that's how I do it. So I
There's
save.
no need for both of you to be in it.
Nope.
That's oh my.
And then whenever someone walks by, like, look, I'm kind of bigger, so I'll usually just like put the seat up and sit inside
Yeah.
the center and just be like, oh, my wife's coming. And I obviously have a purse next to me, and they're not going to be like, that's your purse, bro. So they just kind of keep on walking by.
Gosh, dude, that's so good. That's genius.
Yeah.
That's a move right there.
That's a move.
That's a big brain move. Wow.
Man, the amount of money I've spent or I've saved using the Southwest Companion Pass has been nothing short of a game changer. And that's what I love about turning this into a game.
Yeah.
It's, I have the money. My wife and I have the money to be able to fly wherever we want, whenever we want. But if you gamify it even more, you're able to travel so much more, have a lot more fun, and feel like you're actually saving money. Because you actually are saving money.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's the key. Like, you're in a place financially where you can make different moves on the board. And this is one of the best moves I've seen in a long time.
Yeah. It's
the move.
It's such a hack.
It's so good. And that priority boarding one, oh my god. I didn't even is that you?
Yeah, I figured that out.
That's so good.
Yeah, so again, don't sign up for early bird check-in. Just wait, check in. Then it's going to ask you, do you want to upgrade? If you can actually upgrade before you purchase your ticket. So when you purchase your ticket, it'll say, do you want to upgrade to A1 through 15? And at that time, it costs like an additional like $150 because you're upgrading to their highest tier. But if you don't do that and you just wait, no one ever does that.
Yeah.
From what I found. So if you're quick to be there at the 24 hours before when you can check in, they're always available. There's never been a time, even when I flew from like Hawaii and stuff, I've never not gotten it. And I just upgrade, we walk in there, we take our seats, and we're good to go. Damn. We get our emergency exit row. You like the two bucket seats in the so that no one gets next to us, and we just chill.
So wait, which seats you get? You get on the emergency row.
In the emergency row, how there's often there's just 2 seats. There's no like third seat. Yeah,
Really?
at Southwest there are.
On Southwest there is?
And then there's sometimes the one behind that will have 3, but then since that one seat doesn't, most planes have that where like they have to like have more clear room for that emergency door.
Yeah, I guess so on Southwest. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the two seats we like.
You know, bro, I just remembered something. One of my favorite things about Southwest, and this is such a Dom thing. You're gonna hate this. The Southwest is the only airline I've ever been on that has hot cocoa at 40,000 feet,
They do have hot cocoa.
and it's decent.
No, it's fine.
It's not bad, and you know how I am with hot cocoa. I'm very for as far as like plain hot cocoa goes, it's pretty good.
Another really cool thing about Southwest, there's just so many.
We could
cool
talk for
things,
hours, yeah.
but
We're not.
once you sign up for Rapid Rewards, they'll actually send you, because they want you to continue to fly. They send me drink coupons, and my wife's a Southwest Reward member too. So they send us drink coupons twice or like 3 times a year for like 4 to each one of us. So between the two of us, we get like 16 to like 24 drink vouchers.
For the plane?
Yeah. So last time we flew to Cabo, we were like flying to Cabo, and we landed, and the gal who sat next to us, because we didn't get the seats that we wanted, we got the seats behind, so the girl did sit with us. She was like with her group of gal friends, and I had so many Southwest tickets, and of course they expire after some time.
Yeah.
So I was giving tickets out to people. Hey, like, you having fun today? Here, like, here's free drinks.
Oh my god, dude. Those flight attendants must have been going crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No,
That's awesome.
make somebody's day.
I mean, yeah, I mean, that's it. That's cool.
Yeah, so I just handed it to them, and then they're like, "This guy just gave us all free
It's like
drinks."
a $9 drink.
Yeah, this guy
Crazy.
just gave us all free drinks.
That's awesome.
So, action step for the week. We were all
Yes.
about action steps. Please take a deeper look into the Southwest Companion Pass and see if it's right for you. Again, we're not the arbiters of truth here. I think Southwest Companion Pass is the bee's knees. It's my thing, but it might not be right for you. So see if it's right for your situation. If you're someone who likes to travel, if you're someone who likes Southwest or could be okay with Southwest, and you have somebody that you like to travel with, I think Southwest is a no-brainer. But looking for yourself, if you need more help on that, please feel free to reach out to me, Chris@monzonwealth.com, or reach out in the comments. I'd be happy to connect with you and see what I can do to help you get this Southwest Companion Pass, because it really is a game changer. And the amount of times you're able to travel, not just to travel to have fun, but maybe to go see family,
Yeah.
and be able to do things that you normally wouldn't be able to afford. Once it's 50% off,
Yeah.
so many more doors open, right?
It's like a fire sale, you know? It's the best deal that you can come by.
Yep, and it comes around every 2 years, and if you do it with your spouse or significant other, you can do it indefinitely.
Yeah.
Until they change the rules, and when they do, the Fi Guys will be here to make sure that we help you out there.
Exactly. That's it.
So there you have it.
That's
A
it.
comprehensive guide on earning and maximizing the Southwest Airlines Companion Pass, along with compiling reasons for why Southwest Airline is the best choice. So subscribe for more travel hacks and inspiring tips. Until next time, happy travels. And remember the fee for the show. If you found value, and I hope today you did, because I told you all of my Southwest hacks.
We deserve it.
Yeah, we deserve it. Tell one friend about the Fi Guys, and if we're on the same flight together, come say hi.
Yeah.
Later.
Peace.
This video podcast is sponsored by Monzon Wealth. The content in this podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. We do not endorse specific products or services. Past performance does not guarantee future results. The opinions expressed are those of the hosts and guests, not the podcast sponsor.
It is crucial to consult with a qualified financial advisor or professional who can provide advice tailored to your specific needs before making any financial decisions, investments, or taking any other actions. If you are seeking specified help, you can reach out to Chris at monzonwealth.com.